Hello, little listener. Come close. Let's sit under a warm light and listen together. Tonight, I'll tell you a Vietnamese folktale about a promise and a bamboo miracle. Are you ready? Take a slow breath in and out. Long ago, in a small village, there lived a hard-working young man. He was kind, he was honest, and every day he helped a wealthy man on a big farm. The wealthy man watched him work from morning to night. And one day, he said, "If you work for me for 3 years, I will let you marry my daughter." The young man's eyes filled with hope. He bowed politely and said, "Yes, sir, I will work with all my heart." So, he worked. He carried water, he planted rice, he swept the yard, he fixed fences. Even when his arms were tired, he did not complain because he believed in the promise. At last, 3 years passed. One quiet morning, the young man stood in front of the wealthy man and said softly, "Sir, I have worked for 3 years just as you asked. May I marry your daughter now?" But the wealthy man did not smile. He pretended to think, and then he said, Weddings need a special gift. Go into the forest and bring me a bamboo with 100 segments. Then I will keep my promise." The young man blinked. 100 segments? In a single bamboo? It sounded impossible. But he still bowed politely. "All right, sir. I will try." He walked into the forest. The trees were tall, the air was cool, the leaves whispered above him like quiet music. He found bamboo. He counted the segments. 20, 30, 40, but never 100 in a single stalk. He searched all day. Then the sun began to set. The sky turned sleepy purple, and the young man sat down on the ground. His shoulders shook. Tears fell. "I can't find it," he whispered. "How can anyone find a bamboo with 100 segments?" Just then, a gentle light appeared, like moonlight falling through clouds. A kind old helper stood nearby. Some call him a wise spirit, some call him a blessing. In Vietnamese stories, we often call him But. The wise spirit asked softly, "Why are you crying, my child?" The young man told him everything. The promise, the hard work, and the impossible bamboo. The wise spirit listened with calm eyes and said, "Do not worry. Cut 100 bamboo segments from different stalks. Lay them in a straight line. Then say, 'Join together,' and they will become one." The young man wiped his cheeks. Hope returned, like a lantern being lit. He worked carefully. He cut bamboo segments and counted them. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 100. He placed them neatly on the ground. His hands trembled a little, and he whispered, "Join together." In a blink, the bamboo segments gently connected, click by click, until they became one long bamboo. A bamboo with 100 segments. The young man gasped. His heart felt light as a feather. He thanked Bud with a deep bow, then carried the bamboo back to the village. When he arrived, the farm looked strange. There were decorations, music, guests. The wealthy man was preparing a wedding, but not for the young man. He was planning to marry his daughter to a richer person. The young man's chest felt tight, but he stood tall and spoke calmly. "Sir," he said, "I brought what you asked for, a bamboo with 100 segments." The wealthy man laughed. He did not believe him. He stepped closer to inspect the bamboo. The young man held his lantern steady, and his voice stayed gentle. He said, "Please, touch it and see." As the wealthy man grabbed the bamboo, the young man whispered the magic words again. Suddenly, The wealthy man's hand stuck to the bamboo. He pulled, he tugged, but he could not let go. "Help! Help!" he cried. Guests rushed over. They tried to pull him free, and then they got stuck too. The yard filled with worried voices, and at last the wealthy man begged, "Please, I was wrong. I will keep my promise. I will let you marry my daughter. Just please help us." The young man looked at everyone kindly. He did not shout. He did not laugh. He simply said, "A promise is important. If you truly mean it, I will help." The wealthy man nodded quickly, again and again. Then the young man whispered, "Separate." In a moment, everyone was free. They stepped back, rubbing their hands, breathing out with relief. The wealthy man's face turned red with shame. He lowered his head, and this time he kept his word. Soon there was a new wedding, simple, warm, and honest. And the young man married the daughter he had earned through hard work and a true heart. And from that day on, the village remembered something important. Promises are not toys, kindness is not weakness, and an honest heart can be very, very strong. So tonight, little listener, if you ever feel something is too hard, take a slow breath, ask for help, and keep your heart gentle and true. Thank you for listening with me. Slow down! Listen closely. Let story glow. Good night.